Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to show you quadruped series on the reformer facing the headrest. So quadruped just means on all fours, like a crawling position. And facing the headrest means we'll be facing backwards. I have one light spring, so it will fly away pretty easily here. The lighter you go with this exercise, you're going to draw in more belly. This is kind of like doing a stomach crunch without having to get on the floor. It's fantastic for the stomach. And I've got my foot bar lowered because if I don't run out of battery on my camera, which I'm about to do, then I'm going to show you a series with some balances, and you'll want your foot bar down or you might get tangled in it. Okay, we're going to start on all fours, like I said, but you're going to come about a finger's width in front of your shoulder rest. So you're not yet touching the shoulder rest. The hands will come out onto the wooden frame, and you want to be careful if you grab with your thumb on the opposite side of your fingers. As the carriage travels, you just want to be careful that you don't smash your thumb. So I like to keep them all on the outside, but some people like the security of having their thumb on the inside of the carriage, the wooden frame. Okay, you'll line your shoulders forward over the wrist, and as you do that, you should then feel contact with your shoulder rest. So now the thighs and the legs are touching. You're going to draw the shoulder blades down the back. Most people, when they get here, they've got a nice big dip in the back. We're going to take that out. So you're going to make a little bit more of a rainbow shape and draw the tummy up and in. The trick with this exercise is not to pull with the arms. You're going to have soft elbows and you're going to feel them working to support you, but they're not allowed to do the work. With an exhalation, you will use the lower body to draw the carriage forward and crunch the tummy. And with the inhale, you're going to release just the lower body. In fact, I'm not going to let it release all the way back to the stopper. You're going to exhale, squeeze it in, and inhale to release. So if you are on an appropriate setting for you and you are doing this with proper form, then 5 repetitions should be enough. You should be done. So you're going to exhale. As you squeeze it forward, you're going to hollow the stomach up even more. And then without releasing that, you release the carriage. Draw the tummy up and in. And then release completely on this last one. So please take a break in between if you need to shake up the wrist. It can be a lot of pressure through the wrist. If you want to sit back into a child's pose, some people like to round up and release the back. Whatever feels good for you, take a moment to do that. Next, we're going to move into obliques. These tend to be a little trickier. You're going to bring both hands over to one side of the frame. And then the same principle. You're going to bring the shoulders out over the wrist, make contact with your shoulder rest, draw the shoulder blades down the back. The low body does the same movement. You're going to exhale and squeeze the carriage forward. But as I do that, I can't let go with the hand. As I do that, since my upper body is on a diagonal, I'm going to get a nice side crunch. So you start to draw on your obliques here. It's really common for the obliques to be weaker than when we're coming forward and using a little bit more rectus abdominis. You can see my arms are working. Exhale, squeeze forward. And one more. And then relax. If you need to take a break here, please do so. Then you'll come over to the second side and repeat this. Another thing I see quite often is the feet lifting as you pull forward. Again, that's some overflow. You've got some accessory muscles trying to help you do the job here. Try to put the intensity into the powerhouse and do your best to relax the legs. Exhale, squeezing forward. Inhale to release. Last time. And then relax the wrist. You can sit back if that feels good to you. Take a breath. Okay, now I'm going to show you a few variations. So coming to center, I call these powerful ones. You can exhale, squeeze the carriage forward, and then you're going to hold it for a full breath. And then inhale to release. So with my clients, I work up to 3 breaths. Maybe the next one we do 2 breaths, the next one we do 3 breaths. They're challenging. Another thing we can do is start to draw on some balance. We're going to work from the back side here, from your tush and from the back of your thigh, the hamstring. You can lift the leg behind you. And that's why, well, my leg isn't that long. But for some people, you would need the foot bar down. But from here, you can keep the leg low or you can lift it up to hip height. We don't want to open up the hips, so the hips stay square. You may find that this is enough work, and you just want to stay here and reach through that heel, work the whole back side of the body, let the head reach across the room, softness in the elbows, shoulder blades pulling down, tummy pulling up and in. Okay, if you want to add on to that, you'll exhale and pull the carriage forward and inhale to release. Again, usually 3 to 5 of these is enough. And if it feels really easy, you might want to try a lighter spring setting. And if you're a superstar, you can try this without springs, but be really careful. Okay, and then of course you would come over, do the same thing on the other side, square off the hips, work through the back of the legs, soften the shoulders, exhale, squeeze forward, inhale to release. Some people will get foot cramps or toe cramps while doing this, and if that's the case, then it's fine to tuck your toes underneath. That will help eliminate or prevent those. Okay, another couple of fun balance things. We come over to our oblique version, which was already tougher, and we're going to add to that. If we take the leg that is on the same side that our hands are, behind us, this is a tricky balance, but it's the easier of the two. Okay, so we've given ourselves a little bit wider basic support. So again, this might be a challenge, just holding this. And then if you want to, you can add your squeeze. Okay, so what's harder is switching. So hands will stay on this side. We're going to keep this leg down, making a really, really narrow, small basic support. Let's see if I fall. I might move my thumbs over. And then bring the leg behind, and then exhale, squeeze forward. So these are really good balanced core exercises to play with. You can come to the other side. So again, if I get rid of this leg first, then I create a larger basic support. It should be an easier of the two. And then you can switch. Take a moment, find your balance. I'm going to bring my thumbs over just for security here. And then exhale, squeeze forward. Of course, if your thumbs are over, again, make sure that your carriage excursion isn't so great that you smash your thumbs. And relax, and go ahead and round out the back, relax the neck. Sit back, let the wrist release. Seated here, you can draw the tummy in and slowly roll it through the spine. Just be careful because your carriage is on a light setting. It's going to move easily. And thank you for joining me. If you have questions or if you have any comments, you can feel free to email me at amandascorner@charter.net, and corner is C-O-R-E-N-E-R. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.